Do you believe that CDC's foot dragging on coming clean may have actually cost people lives?
I think it definitely caused harm. So I think it caused harm in terms of people not knowing what the source was, and therefore those cases not being investigated, and maybe potentially even people not getting the treatment that they needed. So that's the first thing. So I think, I mean, I'm sympathetic to my colleagues. I know how these things occur, but they definitely were not clear in their communication. And then secondly, I am confident that the legislation that was introduced in a number of US states on the back of the EVALI outbreak, which effectively removed the products from the shelves from some outlets, restricted the flavors, etc., that will have caused some people to go back to smoking or caused others not to try vaping who are smoking. And that's a tragedy. When these cases started to emerge, we were all very concerned. And, these are tragic cases, often young people with serious respiratory illness, and people have died as a result. But what was weird is that we weren't seeing the same thing at all. And there seemed to be a geographic patterning of it, in the US, across a whole range of states, eventually all states. So I'm a professor of public health. In public health, and of course we've now got with coronavirus, a great example of this. You try and track and trace what the source is. And so in our report, what we've tried to do is make very clear what the evidence is from the US, which the CDC was very slow, I think, to communicate to the public, which is very clear that these are contaminated products. They were cannabis vaping, THC, cut with vitamin E acetate. Often these are young people, and they are not willing to disclose that they've been using products which are illegal in many states. They've now identified the cause, but the problem is the media attention and the communication around it totally conflated nicotine vaping with THC vaping that had vitamin E acetate in it. And that was, very misleading and very unfortunate.